How often do you do accessory work? What is the biggest struggle you've ever faced as an athlete?
I usually, to warm up for a running session, just jump on the air runner and start jogging until I feel warm. I'm actually mobilizing before the session to see if I feel better afterwards.
Any looser?
I'll find out in about 5 minutes when everything just tightens up. I think I'm gonna stretch a little bit.
Bench.
Your favorite?
At 225.
I think you can do it.
How did you still beat me?
I forgot to pause. That's why, yeah. It says pause, split drink, no pause.
Well, I thought that was a pretty good day of training. Feeling a little under the weather, got a little congestion and whatnot, and this week's been pretty tough, so we backed things down a little bit and made things a little less metabolic, and instead opted for some pump, some muscle strength, some stamina work, and lost my train of thought. Oh, some stamina work. Opted for some stamina work and just some quality sets of stuff, get a little bit stronger, and start to feel a little bit better so we can hit next week really hard. It's a good day. Well, that was a fun training day, but it's not a training day that we would normally see. It was pared back a little bit, and that leads me to a question that I got from Tom. And he says, hey Cole, how often do you do accessory work? It's a topic that I like to talk about because there's been a lot of discussion about if you want to be good at CrossFit, you have to do CrossFit. And I completely agree with that. You're not gonna be good at CrossFit if you're not doing CrossFit. You have to do things at high intensity, and you have to vary things constantly. Like that is for sure. But if you look at a games athlete and you look at their training as a whole, you will notice we do a lot of accessory work, and I'm gonna categorize accessory work as anything that is not just classic potent CrossFit. Things that are done at high intensity across broad times and modal domains, like the definition of what CrossFit is. And you'll see that we do a lot of run and lactic threshold training. We do a lot of bodybuilding or Olympic lifting, things that help build and fill the gaps of our fitness. So in reality, we do quite a bit of accessory work, or supplementary work is maybe an even better way to put it. But the way that people talk and refer to accessory work usually is like bodybuilding type stuff. And you saw a lot of that today. We did a lot of bodybuilding type stuff, but the way that we do it is usually stamina based. There's still a fitness component to it. So when we do our bodybuilding sets, usually we're doing something that would be referred to as supersets or drop sets, things that deplete glycogen stores in muscle groups. So you're building stamina rather than just building size. So as far as doing accessory work, we do accessory work almost every single training day. And then we do classic CrossFit workouts 1 to 2 times a day, every single training day. All of that work gets put together into a lot of really hard training days. And that leads me to another question from Aaron, which is, what is the biggest struggle you've ever faced as an athlete? It could be in regard to injury, motivation, diet, nutrition, etc. One of the things that I feel like I've struggled with the most throughout my athletic career is searching for the secret formula, for just that secret component to training and to being an athlete that is gonna give me an up on everyone else. I've spent so much time searching for that when I'm starting to realize, I think in the reality of it was just, I needed to work harder. And so when people are wondering, what kind of training am I doing? Am I doing all of this specific accessory work? And how many CrossFit workouts do I do in a day? Those are all important questions because it's good to build a smart training plan. But if it's not coupled with really, really hard work, it's not gonna matter how good your training plan is. And that's really something that I'm leaning into at this stage of my career. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be competing. I think that I'm gonna have a long time and I got a lot of life left in me. But if I'm gonna maximize and I'm gonna make the most of my career and my athletic career and any endeavor that I step into, I am just starting to realize that it's going to take a lot of really hard work. There isn't a secret formula, there isn't a secret ingredient, whether that be with nutrition or with training. I think for me, I've searched for that secret ingredient the most with nutrition, and that's opened my eyes a little bit because I realized that just comes down to consistency. And when I realized with my nutrition that it's just about being consistent. It's about eating healthy every single day and maybe enjoying little treats here and there, not big cheat meals. That's when I realized maybe training is the same way. Maybe other areas of my life are the same way. And I'm starting to put that together and I'm starting to see a great routine of it, one that I really am starting to enjoy. I'm excited to see how it pays off. Well guys, that's just a couple questions that I've gotten from you recently. If you have any more questions, drop those in the comments below. I'll answer them in future videos. Thanks for tuning in and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.